So back in chapter 13, it was revealed to us that Kashin Koji had awakened his Shinjutsu known as 10 Directions. This allows him to see alternate timelines that could happen depending on what decisions are made at a certain point. And because of this, they have to be very careful on what decisions are made. As Koji explained in chapter 16, they not only need to be careful on what decisions are made, but they can't inform people on what's going on completely because then they'll deviate off of their path, and in turn, that'll render Koji's 10 Directions useless. Because if they go off the path, then it creates new timelines, and he can't predict which one will come to fruition. However, I think Boruto will be the cause of Koji's 10 Directions being thrown off due to him straying off of the set path they both chose, which will lead to a confrontation between the two. And the seeds for this have already been planted. Not only in chapter 13 was 10 Directions revealed, but also when Boruto and Koji were going over the plan of what they needed to do, something there was very noticeable. And that's when Boruto made it clear to Koji that he's not on board with killing Kawaki. And Koji didn't say anything back to him, but his expression was very telling. And I have a very strong feeling that it's going to be expanded upon later. It's basically as if Koji is going to tell Boruto that in order for them to advance forward, then he may need to kill Kawaki, to which Boruto's obviously going to say no to, and that's going to be the issue right there. Not really with Kawaki, but with Boruto not doing what he's supposed to do and trying to find a workaround situation to try to get to the same outcome. I can see something that arises whether someone has to die or any other scenario that has to happen, and Boruto prevents it. We know that he acts just like Naruto in a way where he wants to help people or stop a situation that'll affect them negatively, even if that makes things harder for him. With Koji, on the other hand, due to him being around Amato, Jigen, etc. for all those years, and he even killed Victor when it was necessary. So it's pretty safe to assume that he has no problem doing or letting things happen when it should happen, whether it be bad or good, and is very straightforward and does not want to veer off of that path. Now, because these two individuals are very different, it's going to cause friction, and that'll be the beginning of the end of their partnership. At that point, depending on what decision Boruto makes, then Koji's 10 Directions won't be any use anymore, which will obviously upset him. Now, it may not end in a fight, but just them going separate ways, which will be bad for the both of them. Starting with Koji, it's going to be bad for him because he doesn't have the strength or the allies to help him counteract the threats. Also, even though he appears to be fine, we don't know what kind of everlasting damage his battle with Ishiki did to him. So that's something to take note of. Now with Boruto, he may have the strength somewhat and allies to help him out temporarily, but he's still going into the situation blind because with no 10 Directions to assist him, there's nothing to prepare for or to see coming his way because he doesn't have that privilege of knowing what's going to happen. And mind you, we still don't know how much of the future in detail that Koji told Boruto, so there still can be some things that he'll find out in real time, and that's going to be very interesting to see how he handles it and what they are. I'm pretty sure that there's other things that's going to set them back as well once their partnership ends that we don't know as of yet because the story is still ongoing. Also, take into account that the Shinju and Code are still hunting down Koji, so I do wonder that if he survives that with the help of Boruto obviously, but maybe afterwards we see even more signs of them splitting apart because something in that battle happened that Boruto did because he thought it was the right thing to do, but Koji didn't, and it turns into a back and forth, which throws their focus off, and something that wasn't supposed to happen ends up happening. Listen, overall, there's so many ways to go with this, and I'm very curious to see what they do with it. However, that's all for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Take care and have a great day.